What's up, Supreme Team? Welcome to the channel. It's your girl, DYANAROZAY, and I'm here to bring y'all the latest tea on reality TV. And we are talking about the newbies over there on RHOA, Angela and Charles Oakley, who I love. I really like them as a couple, and they have a very interesting relationship. Like, when they are on screen, I can't take my eyes off of them. They're entertaining, they're all the things. I just hope, listen, I know Charles is not going to change not 1 second of who he is, but I hope that Angela does not allow the chatter that happens about the show to, mess things up for her in her relationship. I hope she stays out the comments. Okay, Angela, you really are like you're a breakout star on the show right now, along with Shamia. So you two are literally leading the way. Anyway, with all that being said, y'all, I am late to the party. I had no idea that Sheree had a relationship with Charles Oakley. I did not know that. But apparently they used to date. And now it's making even more sense to me why she quit. Sweet 16, Sweet 16, man, that's your thing. But a lot of people thought that Sheree was fired. Andy Cohen came out and said that's absolutely not true, that he was shocked when he heard that Sheree quit because he really wanted her to be a part of Sweet 16. It makes sense. Why? Because in the past, we saw Sheree date a bunch of lames that she did not have any chemistry with. She didn't have any chemistry with, okay? Outside of Bob, we knew that they were married for a long time. But people were probably, especially production, was probably looking forward to seeing how Sheree handled herself with the man that she used to date. And clearly, Sheree wanted no part of it because she doesn't want to look like a fool or any further child of a fool. Because, um, Sheree has had some bad relationships and those men made her look bad on screen. But I think she probably wanted to bow out gracefully because why fight another woman about her husband? You know what I'm saying? Let her be. So good for Sheree for making that very smart and wise decision. Smart and wise, because they definitely were going to make y'all bump heads. They were going to make Angela and Sheree bump heads. And by they, I mean the rest of the cast, child. Drew, Portia, Kenya, all of them, all of them. So anyway, long story short, even though Sheree quit, Bravo still has brought her up on the show for Sweet 16 and with all people, Angela Oakley. So I'm going to tell you guys what went down with that. I also found some more tea in the social media streets earlier today regarding Sheree and Charles Oakley. Stick around for everything. Hit the like button, share the video. Become a subscriber if you are not already. Okay. Make sure your notification bells are on. All opinions are alleged, but I'm about to back it up. All right, let's get into it. So, y'all know tonight is going to be the biggest episode, it looks like, of the season. People are looking forward to seeing what's going to go down where Kenya crashes out on Brit with those explicit photos. If you guys watched episode 4, you would have saw what precipitated all of that because it was Brit who came out of a bag on Kenya, threatening her with the pow pow and whips and all kinds of stuff because Kenya didn't hug her. She gave her a half hug and tapped her on the back. And for whatever reason, like I said, Brit lost her mind. But that wasn't the only thing that happened at that dinner that Angela Oakley hosted. The other thing that happened is Portia and Angela bumped heads a little bit. There was a question set, like a game that they played to get to know each other better. And Portia asked Angela to tell the group a secret that Charles doesn't know about her. She said, nope, I don't have any secrets. She said, I'm pretty much an open book. And that's when Portia took a little extra liberty. Okay. She definitely crossed the boundary. And she said, well, I know some secrets about Charles. Okay. Now, Portia's lucky that she did that with Angela because Angela took it in stride. You know what I'm saying? She laughed it off. She was like, what secret you know about my husband? Right. But she was playful with it. If that was Brit, knowing what we know now, Brit would have came across the table on Portia. But either way, after that whole scene went down because after she asked her, tell me what you know, Portia got a little nasty and she was like, next question. Okay. She started drinking her drink. Like, I'm gonna keep that in my back pocket and use it when I need it. So it's sounding like they're about to do some sort of buildup where Sheree could be mentioned in the season. So that's number one. And I'm gonna tell y'all some more stuff that happened too. In confessional, though, because this got to get out. In confessional, the producers asked Angela how she felt about Portia eluding, okay, alleging that there might be some stuff out there with Charles. And Angela said, listen, she didn't appreciate it. How dare she? And Portia doesn't even want to talk about her own damn relationship. Then she called Portia, and I quote, a stupid bitch. Okay. And she meant every word of it. It was not playful at all. So we do know there's some stuff going on, and child, it is strongly pointing to Sheree, especially since when Angela Oakley and her husband, because he was in the audience, was over there on Watch What Happens Live with Andy. They had one of the fans ask a question, and those questions are vetted. They don't just ask questions willy-nilly because anything could come out of their mouth. So they asked a vetted question to Angela Oakley. And what was asked to her, this is the actual transcript, is, Angela, are the rumors that Charles Oakley dated Sheree back in the day true? Okay. And she was also asked if she ever ran into Sheree in Atlanta. Now, Charles's face, that picture y'all see right there on the screen, my artwork, that's his actual face. That was the face he made. Like he was squinting a little bit at Angela, trying to see if she was going to take it in stride, if she was going to answer correctly. Angela did. She was smiling the whole time. She said, you know, Charles has dated many women back in the day. Okay. She also said, so yeah, I think the rumors are true, but it's nothing that we talk about. So no, I don't run into Sheree, and that's that. So she was definitely letting people know, don't ask me anything else. Okay. But she said, yeah, she does believe the rumors are true, even though she doesn't run in the same circles as Sheree, and she don't bump into her at the grocery store or nothing like that either. She said, I mean, Atlanta's small. You see a lot of people in the streets, but according to Angela, she does not see Sheree at all. So y'all talk to me in the comments. You let me know if y'all think that's true, because that's not the only tea out there. Okay. Reality recap. Miss Vanessa, shout out to her. I did see a post she made where it sounds like somebody who might be very close to Angela, implying that they know things about not only Angela, her marriage, and her children, but also saying that she knows a little something, something about Sheree and Charles Oakley's relationship. So let me show y'all that post. All right. So I'm going to read it to y'all. This is all alleged. Let me first start with that. It is all alleged, but this is what this person had to say. They were talking to Vanessa over on Reality Recap. And they said, hey, okay, so you can know the truth. You can know the truth. Charles Jr., aka Charlie, is an adult. He's like 27, 30 years old, and he lives in Atlanta. Angela's daughter, who is married to a female, I don't know why women call people females. Oh my goodness. Who is married to a woman. Her dad is deceased. The little boy on the show, who is only Angela's son, basically saying that this is not a son that Charles and Angela share together. Angela did say on the show that her son was the son her and Charles shared together, just so y'all know. This person is saying that's not true. And then it goes on to say, we don't know who the father is. Now, is this person telling on themselves? Why did she say we don't know who the father is, like it's a family member of Angela's or someone close to Angela, right? I told y'all in that Heavenly video that the people who send this stuff out to the bloggers, the real intimate and, detailed stuff, it is coming from family members. It is coming from enemies of the cast, or it's coming from so that they can keep their hands clean. It comes from their team, their makeup artist, their family, their whomever. So just so y'all know, this person legit says the little boy on the show is only Angela's son and he's 12, and we don't know who the father is. Can you find out? Asking the blogs to find out. But he calls Charles dad on the show, even though he is not the papa. Now, it has been said that Charles married her while she was pregnant with their daughter in July, and the daughter was born like in November of 2016. So maybe, just maybe, whoever he had a baby with while he was with Angela is what made him feel like he had to marry her, because the two ladies have been pregnant at the same time. Okay, so this is what is being said, y'all. Charles still calls Sheree often. And I know this because, well, let's just say, trust me, I know. Can't wait to see if they're going to renew their vows. And half the time he's living in a condo and she's staying in the house. So a couple of things is being alleged here. Number one, Angela did say that if you check the age of Charles Jr., you'll know that that was not a child that was had during their marriage. So they've only been married for about 10 years. That means the child, if he's 27, 30, it wouldn't be the case. But because Wendy Williams came out there and said, listen, Angela came to her and said, having a baby isn't a deal breaker, right? So this person is alleging that there is a child that was born out of wedlock and that Charles did have an affair. And so did Wendy Williams. Okay. So basically, they're saying that. Both of them are saying that. The other thing that is being said here is that Angela Oakley, her youngest son, isn't Charles's, allegedly. Put all the allegedlys out there. And they're also saying that Charles and Angela Oakley don't live together, that he stays in the house and that she stays, or excuse me, he stays in the condo and she stays at the house. He stays in the condo and she stays at the house. So they're saying that they live apart, and they don't even believe that this renewal of the vows is going to happen. I don't know. Not everybody has a traditional relationship. If any of this is true, not everybody has a traditional relationship. So there could be some, things that they do to maintain their sanity. You can love somebody and say, listen, child, we can't be together for no more than 3-4 days out the week. Everybody's marriage is different. But talk to me in the comments and let me know what y'all think about all of this, please and thank you. This is interesting because if they do live apart, is there other things that might be happening in their partnership? So I don't know. Talk to me. I am going to, again, just reiterate, I do like Charles and Angela. I think that they are top tier as a couple on the show. They are very, very interesting. He could be doing her a favor by coming on the show, and letting her make a little extra money, because he don't get paid and he has a lot of money. So maybe he said, maybe you need to take care of your mama and your sister with your money. Okay, so I'm going to do you a solid and show up on the show. And like I said, Charles isn't going to change one iota of who he is as a personality or a man. So I just hope that Angela can stay strong and keep her personality true to who she is, not change anything up. But y'all talk to me in the comments and let me know what y'all think about all this, okay? Hit my like button also. Hit the like button, share the video. Become a subscriber if you are not already. Make sure you are following me on all my platforms at DYANAROZAY, okay? What else? I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me, and I'll catch you on the next one.